You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, yeah, we out here in Westminster, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? We're walking down the Homie Alley, which is where all the homeless people walk. Because if you don't walk this, if the only people who walk this alley are homeless people, you'll find other people walking this alley. And they all got a smoker's cough like that as well. Because if you don't smoke, you're definitely not a homeless person. And if you do not smoke and you are homeless, well, you're definitely maybe pretending to be homeless because you probably aren't homeless. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works.
Does that happen a lot? People pretending to be homeless?
I mean, I don't know. It seems like it would because you get all the benefits and stuff. You get all those benefits, like all that food and stuff and whatnot, and all that just free stuff you just get. But I mean,
it's like that in this country.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have those free clothes at the Wednesday Soup Kitchen right down the street there. But that's the only one that really gives it free. Actually, no, other places give the free clothes still. I don't know. Of course, I never go for the free clothes because, like, we're all in different circumstances. So some people might not have this, some people might not have that. But it seems like the majority of people just blow all their money on drugs. It seems like the given standard established by the ringleader of the homeless people, whose name I shall not say. But I know this person is the ringleader because, yeah, this person's the ringleader. That's all I shall say about that.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those towns, isn't it?
One of those towns. Well, this is a great town, though. It's like, it's a great town to be the type of drug addict that I am, which is deoxynitrite, because it's literally tobacco. It's literally right near the shelter. You can just sit there, go right there, get your deoxynitrite, CVS right there, tobacco hut right there. They're literally right there. Go right back to the shelter and start doing the drugs right in your room, right at the adults only. And it's like, are they going to catch you? Well, I don't think so. Probably not.
It seems very high schoolish.
Well, high schoolish? Well, I don't know. I'm not really too sure. I mean, yeah, what those drugs, the two drugs, I don't know. I mean, is the big boy drugs going and buying some crack like everyone else does? I don't know. It seems like that's what people usually do. They're usually just a bunch of crack people. Or as I like to, I prefer the more easier on the ears term bass head, which, is like kind of easier, but it could mean something different, but really. It kind of just sort of means the same thing. But yeah, but I'm just here because I went truant today because I couldn't take all the rules for the night. And I'm just here, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna have to call my father. And I'm like, man, either that or I'll be sleeping at a tree with my head on my book bag somewhere. I don't know. But my only hope is just to see, the woman I love more than any other person, because I gotta say person because I seem pretty blatantly like a homosexual, so I gotta just say person and just hope that I will lock eyes with this person very much soon, which definitely is not some weird obsession I have. I don't really know what you're talking about. It's just my heart. It's like that recent time where I found this heart right at the owner of Carroll County. I found this little heart. It was this little kind of like it was probably one of those what do they call it? It's like those little stress balls, right? It was a heart, right? So I just grabbed, I was like, yeah, this is a heart. I can just be like, okay, I'm gonna give her my heart. So I just stuck it in my shirt, and I was like, oh, here's my heart. And she literally grabbed the heart, she took a bite out of it, and then she threw it on the ground there, and literally, but bear in mind, one of the persons who worked there, one of the people who works there, one of the managers who actually stays on the night-by-night side of the shelter, which is the side where you don't actually get a bed. Like, she found a piece of it that what's-her-face bit off the woman that I'm in love with. And she was like, what is this? And I was like, of course I didn't tell, because I gotta protect this fine piece of effing woman right there. I gotta protect 100%. But I was just thinking, I found that heart that she literally sunk her teeth into. I found it. And I was like, and I grabbed it, I'm like, this is like the greatest day of my life. This has her DNA on it. And I'm going to lick this thing to death. I'm gonna make sure I can just get her DNA in my system as soon as possible, and that's what I did. So I started licking the little thing that she sunk her teeth into. And then I know she ran off, right? So she ran off to go down to one of the soup kitchens down the street where it was on that day. And I just went up to her, and I was like, yeah, I was just licking it right in front of her, that thing that she sucked her teeth into, that little heart thing. And, she didn't really seem to think much of it. But after I was going around the Blythe looking at it for some time, I came back to her. I was like, here, do you want this? Because, you know, do you want this back? Because now it has my spit on it. And she just knocks it out of my hand. I'm just like, oh, well. But, of course, it didn't end there, of course. That, of course, went to later on that day in that soup kitchen when I asked her right in the church. I was like, do you want to have unprotected sex? And basically that didn't go well. She got mad at me. But it's not really a big deal because it seemed like almost like 30 minutes later, everything was fine when I just left. And then it just came back. And we're just sitting there kicking it like it never happened. That seems like it's a lot. It seems a lot like that's what it is all the time with this person. Just this. Over and over.
What is
good
that?
And bad, good and
Good
bad.
and bad. That's your good and bad.
Good and bad
okay.
happening over and over, but it always ends up fine.
I got you.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, because honestly, I mean, you know, if all this horrible stuff happened over and over and she had the guts to just show me her boobies, that means something to me. 100%, 100 trillion times over %. And I'm just excited, and I really just wonder what there is next to come.